I don't know that I'd use either one of those adjectives, just different.
Okay.
You sound a little louder than you normally are.
Yeah, I just dialed my mic down too.
It sounds
I'm gonna try and set up a GPS here.
It sounds a lot cleaner than what your other did.
Yeah, my other mic was just junk. All right, let me see if I can get a GPS set up here. Synchronizing.
It's the name of the synchronizing some, not Farmson. Synchronizing some.
It's the duck. Mr.
Duck.
How are you?
Mr. Duck.
Quack, 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 quack. Quick, everybody jump into Big M's.
Yeah, really.
Don't get out, don't get out, don't get out.
Leave my Big M's alone.
What about it, Duck?
Quack.
I just got a message when I was plowing that said only admins can use chainsaws.
I get that message all the time.
Yeah, same here.
We don't even have chainsaws.
Yet. Hey, that might be an interesting little stream to do logging one night.
I'm looking for the big tippers. Does everybody have the big tippers? There's one.
Yeah, we need a couple of big tippers.
FK?
Yeah, the big agroliners.
Yeah, I've got one here.
Are you using it?
Aren't they at the red farm or something? I thought I seen a couple there.
I think that's what I've meant, the red farm.
All right, I'll jump up there. Wait, I am there.
It's 3 in total.
I just ran you over when you weren't looking.
Oh, there they are. I thought I would continue the funness of
that wasn't
selling
a very good course play set.
Selling silage.
You on this one, FK?
Oh, you can have that one. How's the duck?
You said you had course play on here, Rockhound?
On Serenity Valley. I was playing with it earlier tonight.
Oh, okay.
That's a good question. Does the new course play work on multiplayer?
No.
No, it doesn't. But the other one did.
They probably won't ever have it. Do they actually have one that works?
Well, I can just ask this question because that's kind of what we're talking about. Would you need course play or multiplayer?
Sometimes if there's not enough people on the server and you still want to get on here and get stuff done.
Okay, where are we going, Clyde?
Well, I was just going to sell some silage while you all were having fun harvesting and junk.
Bring us some more money.
We only got 1.4 million, and I was looking at the finances, and we go through $28,000 a day just in maintenance costs of all this equipment.
Yeah, we need to bring us some more cash.
Can you bring this up, that trailer up here, so I can just top up? I've probably got enough, but just to be on the safe side.
Okay, hold on.
Right, sorry, I had to restart my Discord because he wouldn't let me do press to talk because of wasn't in admin mode. But anyway, all good.
Well,
what's up, Duck?
You missed me saying what's up, Duck.
No, I heard that, but I had to restart just after that. I couldn't reply, that's why I restarted. Anyway, not much. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Cool. Won't be on for too long, but I just thought I'd pop in.
So how did your daughter do with her dancing? I thought that was pretty cool. Dancing,
she did really well.
Dancing at the Opera House.
Yeah, no, she did really well.
Thanks, Silver.
No problem.
Yeah, Rob, this belt's taking a long time. Well,
yeah.
If you don't have anything else to do.
Does anyone need emptying?
Not at the moment.
think somebody was selling a bunch of silage the other day because I saw 600,000 in silage income. Yes, I should look.
I
to
transferred
see.
a bit over to Snetterton's as well. I took a transfer from the bank, so that's why it's a bit low.
I don't know, I feel privileged. I got 2 tippers up here with 1 combine.
Well, that's the other thing. We could, somebody that don't have anything to do, they could grab the New Holland combine and run down. We got the grain or the row crop header. Either harvest sunflowers or what is it? Barley? Is that what you're doing?
I'm
Jimmy?
doing sunflower. Oh, never mind.
I finished the barley. I'm just over here at 67 to do. I think it's wheat.
Hey Joseph, how you doing?
I can come back up and grab the combine.
My day was pretty good. Spent the day with the my boy, while the wife and the daughter had to do the work.
No, we don't own field 65.
Yeah, that's the only field a certain person forgot to buy.
I'm taking a
bitch
certain person. You don't mean you this time.
Whinge bitch mate.
Now, only when I say a certain YouTuber do I mean me. When I say a certain person, I usually refer to someone else.
Oh, see, I don't even rank up at as a YouTuber. That's okay. I understand. Thanks very much.
You missed the precursor to that. They were talking about a production map, and someone was saying that some stuff produced fast and some stuff produced slow. And I said, well, a certain YouTuber just put a video out on how to fix that problem. And everybody but one person knew who I was talking about, and it was quite comedic.
That's what happens when you've got the bell.
Oh, the Dodge Hellcat. How is that?
All right, which header am I bringing down?
Does
Do
it
you want me to
handle
bring
good?
The standard crop header or the?
Or is it
corn?
just wild and crazy and fast and
Well,
hope you don't have to
depends on
turn?
what field you're going to.
Well, you tell me what I got to do.
Well, I'm at 54 right now. It's sunflower, and it's going pretty slow. I could use a hand. I got 2 trailers sitting here. 1 combine.
I'm coming down to you, Jimmy.
Sorry, what was that?
I come to you with a trailer.
Oh, I'm coming down to you, Rockhand. I'll give you a hand.
All right.
Take
Appreciate
your time,
that.
Rob. I'm still trying to find the way in.
Just go through the heads like I do.
You can't with a header. I've got a header on. Won't let headers through.
Just drive through the grass fields.
All got fences. Oh, I can actually go in between the posts. You're bang on.
Yeah.
You can't get through the hedges, but you can get through the fences.
Oh, okay. How much does it cost in game?
So, Farmer Klein, did you see my little message I sent to you about how long it takes to do 1 lap of the trains on Broadacres?
15 minutes? I saw that. I saw you were going to time every single loop of every single train and
yeah,
post
15
that.
minutes. 15 minutes for the small route, 20 minutes for the big route.
Wow.
At full speed.
Wow.
Have you actually got that?
So I started setting up my my introduction Let's Play, and I think the introduction series alone in setting up is just going to be about 10 episodes.
65,000. What?
What's the largest field size on the map? Isn't it like 220 hectares or something?
I think it was closer to 450.
Holy cow!
I was going to say the corn acres or whatever that other map is, the corn one.
Corn Belt.
The corn belt, the largest field is 600 and some.
Wow.
That would take a few hours to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. I think any field bigger than like 100 hectares is just a little bit too big. Even if you got like 3 or 4 people working on it, it's still going to take you hours to do.
You need like 6.
Oh yeah. It's not an easy solo play map for sure. I'm just doing it for shits and giggles to give it a go. I was going to look at doing seasons on it, but I think I'd need about a 50-day season.
Yeah.
You're really going to need the teleport mod for that map, eh?
And when and when seasons tries to refresh all the textures, it's not gonna crash your game, but it's gonna be horrible frame rates for probably like 3 or 4 minutes, not longer.
Thanks, Spectre.
No problem.
So, Duck, has that map been fully released now, has it?
Yeah, they closed it off just after I joined the group. It was quite funny. I just joined the group because it's a closed group that had access to it. Shortly thereafter, he closed it because someone leaked the map. So they took a couple of days to sort of finish off a few tweaks and a few bug fixes, and they then reopened it about 24 hours ago or so now, and they distributed it themselves to certain websites. So it's now public with the latest build. So yeah.
I saw it on Modland and modhoster.us.
Yeah, it's on a couple of them like that. A few of them were slow with the upload because it's a 2 gig pack. Because it comes with a map.
Doc, I got a GPS here if you want to pick it up.
Roger that.
I think you
Comes
guys
with
have.
a PDF manual, doesn't it?
I think you guys have different size headers, don't you?
Yeah, you got the small header.
Probably.
Yeah, I've been every stream we've harvested, I've somewhat ragged on the guy that set the map up, a certain Duck Zorly, for picking 3 harvesters, all with 3 different header widths.
Hey, I didn't pick the harvesters actually. They were the ones that were there by default. I didn't change them.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
It comes with 3. I didn't know the map. I didn't remember the map coming with 3.
Yeah, there was one for each farm, each major farm.
Oh, okay.
What size is your header rocking out on that one?
Really not sure.
I think the Russell Mess is the biggest header, then the Massey, then the New Holland.
Really not sure how big this header is.
So for everybody watching, we got ourselves not quite a full house tonight, but we do
Should
have
tell you how to
1,
use
2,
in GPS, aren't you?
3,
Rocky,
4,
should tell you
5,
that.
6, 7, 8,
6.
9. What do we got? 9 people in here tonight?
I think it's 6 meters.
So we've got 12 slots on the server, and I
looks
think
like.
9 people. So
Which header are you using?
if anybody's watching that is a 3Dudes member, wants to come on in,
Yeah, mine's
more than
4.5
welcome.
mate.
Hey, Rockhound, if you get a chance to see if you can get the texture to work with this grass on your new map, can you please let me know?
Grass texture?
Yeah, you know when you cut the grass?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on by,
Yeah.
Silver Dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. It's looking similar to what we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get it working on your new map, let me know and tell me
It's
how
working.
you do it because I can't.
It's simple. Yeah, it's real simple. I'll go over it with you.
Sweet.
Is everybody using this now? Grass that changes color when you drive on it?
The crop destruction?
Yeah, I've seen a whole bunch of maps now coming out with this.
Yeah, as long as you have crop destruction on, it'll do that. And when you mow, it'll do the different texture for the the pile that it lays down.
quite a nice fixture.
So I was having a hard time driving this class, and I realized someone turned off four-wheel steer, and that's why I couldn't drive it around.
Yeah, I was doing that on Serenity Valley earlier tonight, and I went to turn a corner. It's like, well, how come you're not turning like you normally do? And it's like, well, I didn't have the four-wheel steer on.
Well, while we wait for that to fill up, I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
it gets a little sluggish on those corners
jump
if
over
it
here
doesn't
and
have
see
the
if I
4-wheel
can't
on
see
it.
some guys
Yeah,
working.
you disable that for your road driving. That's the principle of it.
Who we got here? There's Rockhound.
Hey, there's Farmer Klein. What's up, buddy?
I'm just waiting for the cloths to fill up with silage. So I just thought I'd run around here and see what people were doing.
I'm driving this combine back and forth. Bring it
Yeah, I'm
in
just
the
going to do
harvest.
the other side for you, Rockhound.
Say again?
I'm going to do the other side. As you can see, I'm just going to tip
Yeah.
out. Side.
Yeah, that'll help. Appreciate it, Duck.
Let's see here, where's everybody else at?
I'm with Jimmy, waiting for him to fill up.
It's like pretty much everybody's now down there. Where's Jimmy J at? Oh, he's over here.
69.
I can't,
I'm at 67.
there's nothing I can teleport to. See you all. I'll have to jump back here to my boss.
You can jump into the fin that's down here if you want to come down. Standing out, waiting for him to fill up.
There's Jimmy J. Harvesting up some wheat.
So how much bigger of a file size is that 16x map?
Well, just the map itself is 2 gig. The package was 2.6 gig, I think it was.
Dang.
Wow.
What do you think about the greenhouse setup on that map, Doc?
I don't know. I haven't spent enough time to look at it. I've had enough time to do 2 laps of the train lines and drive halfway down the map, and basically between all that took me an hour and a half.
Yeah. Because have a look at the greenhouses. The way they've set them up is freaking amazing.
Oh, look, everything in there's. I was reading the manual today, a 38-page manual that comes with it, and yeah. Look, the detail in it is fantastic. But I can't wait to try it. And my PC tends to run it okay. The only thing is it will pause for about 4 to 5 seconds when it's doing a game save.
Wow.
Yeah. I wonder how that map would run on, say, a server.
Pretty sluggish, I reckon.
Yeah, but you don't see that many people using 16 times that.
It'd probably take you a half hour before all the fields and everything would refresh when you get in.
Yeah, I mean, I started customizing my equipment, so I took some of their stuff out. So I took out the New Holland harvesters and stuff. I added in 3 of their toll trucks, which are part of the pack, some sets of their trailers. I added in 4 of my own customized Zerions, my K100, well, the 2 K100s that Rockhound's done up for me, the POW K100, about
Nice.
4 cultivators, and something like that. And then the difference in loading the game took about an extra 20 seconds just with those mods loaded up. So if you had a lot of stuff on there, it would start getting pretty heavy for your PC.
I heard it's pretty true to the area it was designed around.
Oh, look, as far as it looks aesthetically, it is very close to sort of an outback rural station. Probably not every station is set up quite as large as those, but yeah, it certainly does give you the feel of an Australian outback station.
100 miles of just flat land.
Oh, and even more than that. Well, the biggest sheep station in the world is in Australia. I can't remember exactly where it was, but you're talking millions of head of sheep and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of area out there.
I bet you DoughBoy is regretting having to play at his band tonight with all this activity.
Yeah.
Said he was going to jump in from his band's bus. So I'll have to see which stream he watches.
Yeah.
I'm laying money he'll watch your stream.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Nah. I got 4 right now.
Can you if you're still watching, Joshua, can you change the color on the Hellcat? Is it customizable?
Okay, I got turned around here. Where the heck am I?
Hey, Farmer Ups, how are you doing? Now you won't be able to put a link in, but can you just put the name of the site that you found that at? I'd be interested to go check it out. There's a guy in chat here that says he's got found a Dodge Hellcat mod. He hadn't had a chance to use it yet, but that sounds rather interesting. I'm curious if it's drivable or if it's one of those things that once you get pointed straight, you're not turning it.
Could be.
What's a Hellcat?
It's a way overpowered Dodge Charger.
Oh, okay.
You can get it with the Challenger too.
Yeah, it might be a Challenger. Why do you have 2 muscle cars that start with the C name? I will never get I'll never get them right.
Yeah, it's the Charger and the Challenger. It comes with the Hemi and supercharged and 707 horsepower. Like a 7 or 8 speed automatic. I can't remember which one.
We got somebody at work that's got a non-Hemi'd one of the two. I don't know which one it is, Charger, Challenger. But it's the non-Hemi version, so it's like the little baby motor. I say, why do you even buy that car without the Hemi? It's like false advertising.
Yeah, really.
Might as well do a little compacting while we're waiting.
What's the biggest field on this map?
This thing will even do any compaction. I need the big cloths there to do something. It's doing a little bit.
Sorry, back.
I don't know what the biggest field is. Not too terrible big.
I think it'd be 39. I could be wrong. 39 looks quite big.
Oh, somebody's up there fertilizing. Who's running the fertilizer?
Me.
Oh, are you? Cool.
We got a slurry and digestate too. We could we got a slurry spreader or tank and a digestate. Got plenty of digestate now we could use.
Nice. Figured you might have had enough with the fertilizer over there on Upper Mississippi River Valley there, Spectre.
Nah, I just didn't want to be sitting around doing nothing.
I hear you. I'll stay busy.
Yeah, while this trailer over here is loaded with silage, I thought I'd compact the chaff that's next to it.
There you go.
That would definitely be a job for Courseplay on a multiplayer map to do the leveling and compaction.
There you go. I never tried that. You can do that, right? On Courseplay?
Yeah, it works good. I did it once. The only time I ever really did an actual bunker on a map. I set Courseplay up to level and compact while I just carted it to and from.
Cool.
It scares me doing that.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, no, it works really well, eh? Really good.
I'm gonna have to give that a shot.
Well, I seen a mod review on it there once that the fella set it up with the, there's an actual compaction setting for it.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
can barely hear you.
Yeah, Grizzly Bear Sims has some really good videos, and one of his videos is to, well, he's got a couple videos that relate to the BGA, and basically he's got like a three video series where you could literally set up everything from the forage harvester running Courseplay to 3 or 4 tippers carting back using Courseplay to the Courseplay driver doing the leveling and compaction to fully automate the whole process.
Cool.
Yeah.
So obviously you could watch any one of those videos to do any one of those steps, or you could just combine them all while you go off and do something else.
Nice. I'll have to look into that.
Alright, this one should be fairly full. There we go.
Hey, Moo, you want to come unload on this next down run?
Yep.
Come in between the rows there.
So while we got everybody in here, I thought I would ask the question, because Spectre had mentioned that it seemed like, other than the Sunday night streams, he feels like there's a bunch of well, there's been a big drop off maybe during the week. During the week use on the server.
Yeah.
So I was starting to wonder, is it, since we are, I think in about a week, maybe a week and a half, we're going to be approaching the 2-month mark for this map. Is it time to think about a different map, or are we still more than enough enjoying the map? Hey, playing tonight, all night, how you doing?
Really don't matter to me, bud.
Personally, I think the map's fine, but I just haven't had time to get on into here deliberately, so hopefully over the next week or so that should change.
I don't know, with your 16x map, you're gonna take all night to drive your equipment around town.
Yeah, well this is true. I'm hoping I can create a bot on another computer that'll just do all that for me.
Courseplay, but you'll have to drive it at least once.
No, see, Courseplay you can't save the courses either because the files are so big it causes crashes in Courseplay.
So I think this Colossus, it's got 2 wheels. I think it's got care wheels, because I drove earlier. I drove through a grass field to turn around, and the tractor wasn't damaging the grass, but the trailer did.
Wow. We were talking about that the other night, weren't we?
Maybe we should put on UMRV. We should put the narrow duals, and just be ridiculously silly pulling a sprayer behind it.
There you go. I'd be willing to give it a shot.
Now I know why I don't use small equipment.
Because you want to use the potato harvest digger and the conveyor belt.
Don't you dare swear at me. It's like bringing up that horrible abomination from class you got me to try out. That is the true abomination.
You use abomination every day, I hear.
No, not every day.
Every other day. Every other day. I've been waiting for a picture. I've been wanting to see a picture of this new abomination you call about.
I can't get it to work. But it was basically using the Gigant with 2 of the modifying rollers behind it, or 2 of the sweepers to remove snow. But they won't operate on that. So back to the drawing.
So you tried the silage cutter on that, Doug?
On what?
On the snow thing that you posted on here earlier.
Yeah, I've used that before. Yeah, for clearing off the snow. Yeah, I've had that one before. But it's not just doing the effective job that I wanted to do. I'm just looking at all the different options I have.
It worked for me. It was just kind of slow.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I downloaded, someone did a John Deere snowplow, and that was just a pain in the ass. It was just stupid. But I've tried a few other ones with trucks with plows and stuff like that, and while they sort of work, it's just, I'd like something that either would do it like a traditional plow in moving it to the side of the road, or just piss it off altogether. But yeah, I'm still looking for the ideal thing for me. Although I'm pretty sure one of my L500s, my modified Crone L500s, actually picks up snow as well. So I might just have to resort to that. As unrealistic as it is.
Well, you got the what is that? The Fraze? That would blow it, wouldn't it?
Well, that's the idea I gave him earlier.
Yeah, that's the thing that we were talking about before. But yeah, I just don't find that quite as user-friendly and as effective.
They are realistic, though. I was asking my dad about that the other day, and they actually do use those over where I'm from here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
The conveyor belt I really miss is the one from FS15 that goes on the front loader of a tractor.
I've heard about those. Never played 15. I've seen Bipolar Prophet use it.
It's a real thing. Okay, it is a properly worded, politically correct version, jerry-rigged, kind of thing.
Hey, you're X4. I haven't seen you in a long time.
It is a redneck contraption that I have seen made before, though.
Hope everything's good with
Couldn't
you.
have planned
I'll
this
see
any
you
better
later.
if we
Yeah.
tried, Rockhand.
I know it. It worked out perfect, didn't it, Duck? Great minds think alike, buddy.
Oh, of course, of course. Goes without saying.
Saw your video today where you talked about having a truck that had brakes.
Yeah, it was a novelty. Man, those first 4 or 5 episodes with that truck was just like mind blowing. I was sitting there going, "What am I doing wrong?"
I had brakes the whole time. I never knew nobody had brakes.
Yeah. No, I just swear it was Rockhound just pulling the piss out of me. It's like the down under version when I go into cab drive and I'm upside down.
He swears the camera was not intentional.
I've got my doubts on that one. And now the current K100, I fill up my my nice big trailer on Snetterton's with corn. I got 500,000 litre load in it, and I turn at 20 k's an hour, and the truck wants to tip over.
Well, you're overloading it, man.
400,000. Yeah, you got a little over.
Yeah, but I can back that up and
there.
then go. But I can back that up and then go. I put the crampy on there with 80,000. It does exactly the same thing.
The good farmer never blames the equipment he's using. It's operational error.
Sounds like that farmer probably owns John Deere's.
Is it an ID10T error?
Pepcac.
Isn't it?
Pepcac.
Isn't it that anyone uses JD has got a user error? I tried using those JD, what is it, the S series and the other series combines, the big ones. God, they are ugly.
I'm not picking on anyone here, but I wish they would bring out a decent, like, cotton harvester better than the one that we've currently got. Or at least fix it.
Hey, old guy farmer.
The stuff on the screen.
How you doing, man? We were before the stream started. There was some discussion about the single-player challenge, and I was saying that I don't think anybody's still doing it.
Just offload this and I'll go.
Yeah, I think it's corn.
Since the deadline is just a few days away.
Map, are you going to be using 65-foot headers? For your combine?
I'm using the Australian built and designed Western header, which is
the Midwest.
I love that header.
Yeah, it's got the best, and it's got the best header trailer out ever. I swear, it's.
I have to agree. That is awesome. It's an awesome setup.
You talking about the Aussie header?
Yeah. Speaking of which, is anyone down near the shop?
I'm not, but I will be close to the shop here in a little bit once I start to sell this other load of silage.
I'm thinking I might buy a bigger corn header.
Yeah, I was telling people that it's not much of a challenge when, like, you're the only one that's finished it. So I was
65-foot headers.
A little disappointed.
Working in real life.
Oh, more
Actually,
sunflower.
I looked at a video not long ago. Actually, it's on one of the farms in South Australia.
We
and
got
they were
somebody.
running,
Chicago's Moose helping me squash some chaff. Thanks.
there was a 75-meter header on a combine, custom
Whoa.
built.
Figured someone had to use the Challenger. $75 meters or 75 feet?
Meters. It's a powered header, so the header itself's got its own drivetrain. So the combine effectively only is there to run the collection of the crop. The header itself actually drives itself under its own powertrain effectively.
Sounds interesting.
I think over at American Eagles Modding, there's a some really big harvester headers. I don't know if they're bigger than the one you got.
There's a 90-foot one that's out. Been out for ages.
Hope you're feeling better there. I saw your message in Discord, Old Guy Farmer, about your
they're supposed to be stretched out
losing your
like
voice and not
90 or
feeling any
100
better.
meter type of thing.
Definitely
But they
feels
look
like
so
you've been sick for
distorted
forever.
because they just stretched it to craziness. The wheels look all funky and everything else on it too.
I'd love to see somebody mod that new Tribine combine.
That would be nice.
Which combine's that?
There's a new combine out. It's
All right, well, thanks for
whole new
dropping by,
design.
Old Guy
It's in
Farmer.
production next year. It's got a 49,000 liter harvest tank, and it's articulated.
It's got, and it's forward. Yeah, it's articulated in the middle, right?
Isn't that big red thing?
Yep.
It's orange and black.
Kind of an orangish red. It has like a rubber conveyor thing or something that puts into a tank. It's kind of like a grain cart and a combine together.
Doesn't it discharge out the side for like chaff?
Yeah, it takes the chaff
Yeah.
out the side. Their claim to fame, though, is that normally in a normal harvester, the grain tank is over the drive wheels, and that's where all the weight is, and it compacts the field like crazy. And here, the grain is in the back on the back wheels, so there's less compaction in the field supposedly, which leads to higher yield for the farmers. That's their big design claim to fame.
Has anyone seen the videos on the speed plowing that they do in, I think it's Holland? They have competitions.
No, I have not.
Oh, it's interesting and funny, all these souped up tractors and that, and they just go up and down and race each other plowing. And they literally, they just, when they turn corners, they're just going, full throttle. And it's like watching a rally.
It's not realistic for real farming, though.
Is this the right way, or do you need it the opposite way around, Jimmy?
It's like the there's the logging, like speed logging, where you. I had family up in West Virginia, and at the fairs they have these logging competitions where you have to go up. You have to make 3 cuts on a block, and you're timed. And they've all got these souped up chainsaws.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That they only ever use for the logging competitions, and they've got diamond tip chains on them that they only ever use during the competitions. And like you go up, down, up, and down, and you're done in like 10 seconds.
Wow.
But you don't take that chainsaw out in the real woods because burn itself up after about 20 minutes of running probably.
I seen something on Facebook. This guy had, it was kind of like what you're talking about with the competition.
Well, it's going to fall off.
I had an actual V8 engine hooked up to a chainsaw. Yeah.
Obviously, he's not carrying that thing.
And it was specifically built for what Farmer Klein was just talking about, a competition. And that thing was, I mean, you blink and you're going to miss it.
So you're getting confused with Tim the Toolman Taylor.
There you go. Exactly.
Is that like the jet-powered truck that races the airplane?
Yeah. I saw that too.
But if you plow that fast and you don't actually plow deep enough and you don't turn any of the weeds under and they just regrow.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
Farmers will hire young guys to go do the plowing, and they're trying to hurry up and get done so they can be done for the day and go do whatever. And they'll get done and they'll go in and go, "Hey, I'm done plowing." And they're like, "There's no way you're done plowing. Come back and see me tomorrow." And all the weeds are already starting to grow the next day because it wasn't plowed right.
Just check and see what the price on
I'm in a
silage
hurry
is.
to get home. I got other things to do, man.
Price hadn't dropped at all.
Yeah,
I just keep selling
that's
it.
a big story I hear around here all the time is,
wow.
You know, I was trying to hurry up to get done so I could go out with my friends or whatever, and I go back the next day. He says, "Okay, now do it again."
Do it again. Yep. And this time you don't get paid.
Yeah, and this time leave it in low gear the entire time, like I told you yesterday.
Yeah. They'll learn eventually. Do it right the first time, and then you got more time to yourself. Do what you want to do.
81%. We're getting there. It was 50% when I started.
My computer just blew me.
Uh-oh.
Well, I got some more chaff for it if you want it.
Want to dump it in here? You can.
Yeah.
I've taken like 4 loads down to the BGA, and I checked the silage price, and it hasn't really dropped at all. So I just might as well just keep selling it.
There you go.
Until we empty out this bunker.
You're not using belts, are you?
Yeah, I'm using belts. I'm using belts to fill the tipper.
You're selling it with a belt too, aren't you?
Yeah, because the map's not set up to allow you to dump.
It's not?
Nope.
No, you technically you need to go in the XML and you just edit it and say allow tippers yes or true, and then you can dump all you want into it. But set to allow tippers false. So even though it looks like it's a dump, it's really just recessed. So you can easily bring a bucket up and dump a bucket in there without having to go way high on it.
Got it.
But even on regular maps where the Silo King's just sitting on the ground and you have to, raise the bucket up, if you go in and you edit the XML to say allow trailers, then you can just dump right in front of it and it'll take it. That's a little hack that I do on certain single-player maps when I'm off camera and I want to sell a bunch of silage real easy.
Yeah.
On camera, I'll do it the right way, but off camera, I'll just dump it right in front.
Anybody in a tipper come over here and get some sunflower from me?
I'll be over there in a minute. I'm just going to click this header and then I'll be over.
Oh, synchronizing.
What field are you on?
55.
I just dumped over across the field and fertilized the field, so I'll get back in my car and run over.
Cool. Thank you. Not quite full yet, but getting there. Oh, I got 6 viewers. How's everybody doing tonight? Nobody's saying anything in chat, though. Except Farmer. Oops.
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 Oh, he was in my chat, and then he jumped over to your chat. He likes to jump around. Jump up, and get down.
Tiger Man, what's up, buddy?
I'm in here. I just thought I'd go.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I asked the young kid today. I
said,
said,
up my chat.
I asked my kid today who let the dogs out. And he said it wasn't me. I said, no, that's a different song. He didn't understand.
Did you ask him what the fox says?
No, I did who let the dogs out a little bit, and I said you need to bark like a dog. Thought that was a little funny.
Did you ask him why he wears the sunglasses at night?
Someone would take my stuff.
Well, the truth.
Off to another cart.
Come on.
Hey, this tractor has brakes. That's novel.
Imagine that.
Have you used a front hitch on the K100 to cart things around the yard?
Yeah, I did actually. I used it the other day.
Pretty handy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool addition.
Did the original model have that?
No, I added that.
Okay. The original model had the back hitch too?
They were there, but they weren't actually attachers. I added the attachers to them in the XML.
Cameras.
But, the cameras I added too. Silver Dragon, I can barely hear what you're saying when you talk. Is there anything you can do to adjust that?
I'm not sure. Hold on.
Scream louder.
You might be able to go in Discord and turn his volume up, Rob.
I'll try that.
That'd be the easy solution.
There you are.
Hello.
I can get some of you. I didn't realize it was this.
I know you'll all have trouble listening to me because I'm so softly spoken and all.
No, you're good.
What was that, Doug?
Oh, yours is great.
I'm being facetious, FK.
Well, at least you're not in Spanish today.
No, I can be an Australian folk.
Which side are we driving on?
On the Australian side of the road. Come on, this is West Coast.
Well, we have a West Coast in the U.S. It's called California.
Yeah, well, this is an English map.
And then when California falls off, the West Coast will be Nevada.
Actually, it's funny you should mention Spanish. I've written my introduction for Broadacre, and it'll be interesting to see if anyone actually understands what I'm saying in it.
Can you hear me now there, Wolf?
It's about the same, barely. But a little bit better.
So, Jimmy, what field are you going to next?
I'm just going to drop off this harvester and see if there's a spare corn header laying around because there's no more cereal type crops. So I'm not sure yet.
There's a spare
so
corn
does
header.
anyone need emptying?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, does anyone need emptying?
I'm good at the moment.
There's going to be a spare corn header at the the southeastern farm because I've just bought a new one, but it's only the small 6 meter one or whatever it was.
The pink farm.
Now, I've hinted to good old Eustace several times that it would be wonderful to have a certain Eustace Pharmer in here to multiplay with, but never get much response back.
He's too busy doing his introduction videos. You know he does a new one every second week. Probably half the reason why he doesn't talk to me anymore, because I keep on stirring him up about it.
Yeah, he did a video on Midwest or whatever that map is, and said he was going to do a Let's Play on it. And the thing about the Let's Play he does on West Coast, and I've not put too many episodes out because he's too busy making each one perfect.
Yeah, no, but he's had a bit of trouble with his health as well. Like I won't go into details, obviously, but yeah, he hasn't been overly well, so that's probably part of the reason.
Yeah. It's all the stress you put him under.
Oh, probably. I fired him from Snedderton. Did you know that, didn't you? Has that episode come up yet? I don't know.
I don't think it's come up.
Yeah, I had him as a hired hand, but the problem was he kept on Skyping off, going back to his farmhouse and playing YouTube and doing intro videos, so I had to fire him.
Oh, I know he's been working there. You rag on him a little bit, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't hear the whole episode so well because I'm watching it at work and I got the volume down.
There's Rob. Kiwi Rob.
Dang.
I have to say, that backup job looked like I knew what the heck I was doing, but it was more luck than anything else.
Oh, this harvest is running low on fuel.
How low are you?
100 litres.
Alright. Where are you at? I'll go get you.
Field 54, about to go to 55 with Rockhound. You gonna move that for me? Oh, that's alright.
Alright, the mobile gas tank's on its way.
Thanks, mate.
That's what I was trying to grab.
And I didn't realize this harvester that I'm using is down to 241.
Are you saying you want gas too?
If you're on the after you've done them two, if you don't mind.
Okay.
You know, Father Clyde, you should charge him $5 to fill up.
Yeah, there's a $10 a liter fee here. Got to get a new pickup truck. This one's kind of small and the front end floats around with this trailer on it.
Yeah, I
You
think
can take my $10 out of the admin fee, admin bank account.
I was going to say, just take it out of his pay.
I think the TT would pull it better though.
A POW truck would pull it really great.
That's weird. I've completely lost my steering. I have no wheel steer or no keyboard steer.
Oh wow.
Have you tried alt tabbing out and back in again?
Yeah. Yeah, I got no steering at all.
Alright, we can refill up right here in the road if you want.
Yeah, no worries.
rock, if you get out and walk around, can you move like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I can move back and forth with my wheel. Just wasn't controlling the combine all of a sudden. Let me jump in this tractor you were in, see what happens.
Rob, do you need fuel too?
No, I'm fine. I filled up with Silver was driving it. You have to turn it on. I turned it off.
Yep, I've lost all my steering. That is weird.
Thanks, okay.
Alright, so anybody else that needs fuel is Silver Dragon?
Yes, please.
Well, I can't drive no implements.
Let's jump out and come back in.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to try that.
Can anyone else drive that combine, or is it the combine itself is locked up?
No, the combine's working fine. Kiwi Rob just jumped in it and was able to steer it. I jumped in his tractor that he was driving, and I couldn't steer it either. Can you steer it, Rob? Yeah, he's driving it. I mean, I'm moving left and right with my keyboard on the ground, but when it goes to getting in a vehicle, it does not steer.
Have you tried holding the spacebar down for a long period of time and then releasing it for the shuttle mod?
We don't have drive control. We took it out.
Oh, did we? Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Yeah, there was of the server regulars. There was probably like 3 people that used it on a regular basis, and no one else used it. So,
well, I'm happy with that.
Everyone else was struggling, and they were getting stuff stuck and didn't realize that they didn't have 4-wheel drive and didn't know how to turn 4-wheel drive on, and it was more frustrating than it was helpful.
Yeah, it's a pain. I don't like it myself.
But you use it, don't you?
No, not by only when I have to. Like if it's on a map, like Jerry likes it. That's why I was on here. Because I think I used to annoy him because every time we come into the multiplayer server on Pine Cove, I'd have it turned off on everything. Because every time I jump into something, I'd turn it off.
There you go, fuel delivery.
Thank you.
Yeah, $18, please.
Fiat IMAX got sunflower and soybean on it.
Gonna have to empty this trailer too.
Alright, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna relog.
You can jump back in your harvester once you come back in, Rockfield.
Alright.
I didn't realize how low this was when I took it out, and I was like, oh darn. Yeah, I think the GT pickup would pull that trailer a lot easier too. It's got a little bit more gumption to it.
Yeah, this one mostly gets a little light heavy in the front. I don't know if the TT's heavier.
Might have a better angle of pulling power on it, maybe.
It seems to pull it fine. It's just the front, the steering can get a little light.
Yeah.
Start going down a bouncy road, the front can start to bounce up off the ground and.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now that we've delivered fuel, let's get back to taking silage. we go. Oh, don't look at my stream or anything, guys.
I'm watching it. It's bad.
Well, you know we're now all going to be looking at it, don't you?
It's almost like our UMRV the other day.
I'm not going to comment. You need a hand over there?
No, I was able to self-correct this one.
Are you stuck?
No, I'm back to normal now. But future reference, 106 is a perfect... 104 would probably be a really great time to look at the stream later.
I'll watch it later like I usually do.
Alright, I got my steering back.
What wheel do you use?
Well, it was actually on the keyboard too. It wasn't working. Well, I got a Thrustmaster. Can't remember what model it is.
I will just empty Rockham basically. Well,
Alright.
Can you come and empty me at the same time?
sure thing.
Have fun, because my pipe doesn't extend out past my header because I got.
Oh, you got the big one on there.
Yeah, you got the little harvester and a giant header.
Yeah, that's the way you should do it, isn't it?
Reminds me of the late great comedian Fat
There you
Man
go,
in a
Ricky.
little coat. I don't remember his name, but he was hilarious.
Chris Farley.
There you go.
I was thinking the same thing before you said it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So we got a good number of people on.
Now, Rob, take care of my Juco. Don't scratch it. I know what you Kiwis are like.
Shut up, Aussie.
What's a kiwi?
It's a little green fruit. It's pretty tasty.
Sheep shagger.
Well, I know what the fruit is, but in reference to what he was just talking about.
It's a bird.
It's a New
flightless
Zealander.
bird.
Oh, okay.
Indigenous to this country only.
Yeah, I know
Bird
what you're
that
talking
doesn't
about.
fly.
Just like the rest of New Zealanders.
Hey, at least we can beat you at rugby and don't go all crazy when we beat you one game.
Hey, look, that's the only thing you've got up your pipe. Bloody All Blacks, that's it. What else is good? You all come over here and live in Bondi.
Yeah, no, don't go to sports, Rob, because we might have rugby, they've got cricket, they've got league, they've got, no, the list is too long. Don't go there.
So what time is it for you all down there? It's Sunday, obviously.
Hey, but Duck.
Yeah.
Hey, Genetic
Hey,
Jay, how are you doing?
We might have not have sports, but you realise the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia was a fucking Kiwi? He was a Kiwi.
By a pure technicality, but not by birth. Just because you silly Kiwis give out nationality to the children of people that were born there, that's not his fault. That's how you get your numbers up. You give away your citizenship. That's what it is. It's like a cornflakes box.
Get back to work, Duck.
I'm so not touching that.
Hey, New Zealand has Lord of the Rings. That's what their fame is, isn't it? Right?
Well, that's where it was filmed.
It wouldn't
yeah.
be Sir Edmund Hillary who conquered Mount Everest or Ken Rutherford who split the atom. No, it's Lord of the Rings as usual.
But hey, Jimmy, he's Australian. He doesn't like us Kiwis.
But they're quite happy to take our great stuff like Far Lat, Russell Crowe, which you can quite keep. We don't like that. Split ends. Oh, we love you Australians. You're our brothers.
But the Canadians told us about Justice Bieber. We can keep them.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we have a lively, jovial, pull the piss out of each other. But as we proved in World War I, World War II, that the Anzac tradition will stay strong. And that's when we pick on the Americans and say how much of a bunch of idiots they are sometimes.
Dude, right.
Although they're better than Canadians.
Duck, you're going to make short work of this field with that header. Over here. I ain't even got a quarter of the field done.
Every time I pass an American on the road here, I don't have any worry about accidentally running into them.
Really? Ain't that the truth?
Oh, we got all kinds of people in tonight. Genetic J, we got Spectre, we got Jimmy J, we got Duck
That's
Zorly.
just like having a northern Mexican, isn't it?
We got Tiger Man, Silver Dragon, Cows Go Moo, Rockhound, and me.
It's like twas in Australia, a Mexican, we call it Mexican, is actually a Victorian, so it's a state of Australia. It's the southernmost state on the main continent, not counting Tassie.
So Rockhound is also streaming. When are you going to upgrade your internet, Duck, so you can stream?
Well, I did a test stream last night before actually, and I actually managed to get a relatively good stream going without dropping audio and stuff. But the video quality is still 360p. But yeah, I don't know. I've asked my provider, but yeah, Buckley's at the moment.
Because apparently the New Zealand's have fiber.
Yeah, well, so we're rolling out fibre here now, but the problem is, see, I'm on a cable connection, so I've got 120 megabit per second download, but they restrict the upload because they figure that no one needs it. So my upload is 1.8 megabits. So it just means it's not capable of supporting stream.
Yeah,
if I went to a more backward technology like ADSL, I would have a better upload, so I would be able to stream. So it's a catch-22. Like I either have a quick download and a really stupidly slow upload, or I have a bit of in the middle.
So,
But
Doug, when we get fibre,
sorry?
you're getting the NBN out your way.
Oh, I'm not getting fibre for another 2 years or so. Because we're on the HFC, the hybrid cable, we're pretty much one of the last ones to sort of get it. But in saying that, reading the latest reports, what they're looking at doing now is they're probably not even going to replace the cable. They're just going to use that as part of the NBN, but just increase the upload limit. So once they do that, then I should be fine. I mean, what I'm currently connected on can sustain 100 megabit plus up and down, if not more. I mean, you can run gigabit on a HFC. So anyway.
Chicago's mood. Do you want to switch? Do you want to flip this Kloss backwards and drive it that way?
Sorry, Clyde.
Well, I was doing okay, but it keeps flipping between 99 and 100% finished. I had it, and then Silver decided to come drop some more in.
Hey, Doc, are you going to fix up the stuff that you missed?
Well,
there's a big long strip.
He's still harvesting,
No.
so might as well just keep doing that and keep filling her up.
Why would I get what I missed?
Well, those bunkers will hold like what 100 plus.
$1 million plus, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm good, Klein. Usually
We're already at $1 million on this one. We're like 2/3 full.
See, my thing says $1 million.
I'm moving over to 54, I think it is.
I was just thinking about how you said you did the Kloss on this map, and then that's when should I say your wife fell in love with them over on Lawfolds. Or in the reverse drive, is that right?
I confused. I'm in my own world now.
Oh. So Genetic J says, "Congratulations, Duck. You have pretty much the same internet as semi-rural USA."
Well, no, I don't. It's just the fact that the internet provider, being a douchebag, being Australia's biggest one, just throttles the upload. That's all it is. It's just so once they release that, there won't be a problem.
Yeah, but that's about what most of our internet is. I've got like what you would think slow 28 meg down, but I do have 6 meg up. It's the only thing that's my saving grace on trying to do videos.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't mind. See, previously when I wasn't worried about sort of YouTubing, all that sort of stuff, it didn't worry me. So not having a slow upload never worried me because I wasn't really uploading stuff. So it's only now that it becomes an issue. And I mean, like the fact that I can download a 2 gig file in like a few seconds is great. But now I'm at the point where I'd rather remove some of that speed to gain a bit of upload speed. But I've asked them, they're going to look at it. They have apparently got a provision to do so. I may have to pay an extra $20 or $30 a month or something. So we'll see.
Jimmy, have you got anyone emptying you?
No.
I won't be able to grab all of it, but I'll be able to grab most of it.
Move these conveyor belts.
Rockhound and Ducks won't need me for a while.
Yeah, I'm over on 49 now. Old Duck came out there and wiped out that field. Couple of passes.
What, you're saying you don't want me to help with this one then? Is that what you're saying? You're saying you want me to go get the New Zealand header and put it on it?
Sure. Get the 4-row header.
Did you say New Zealand header? Or did you mean New Holland?
No, the New Zealand one. The one that only does 1 row at a time.
I didn't realise that's New Holland header, which was the original name for Australia.
There's a mod for that now. Got a 1-row forage harvester, pull behind, yeah.
Put your pipe.
I don't know who went and put this galvanized fence right here, poking halfway out into the road.
That'd be Bill.
I gotta talk to him about cleaning up his farmyards. It's okay to have trash, just put it out of the way.
Farmer Klein, did you ever notice on the Mississippi map there, the main road going to your farm from the store? On my map today, I found a barrel halfway up in the air.
I haven't seen that.
I've not seen any floating barrels, but now I have to start looking for them, I guess.
It's about this first or second corner going up to the farm from when you turn off main road to that dirt road there, just past the bridge. Right there, vote.
I think I saw a guy doing a map review that mentioned something about that. I think he was one of your fellow Canadians.
Oh, was he?
It might have been Nick that saw that on that map.
I don't know, other than maybe to let them know on Facebook if you can screenshot it and show the GPS coordinates. The coordinates that are on the mini-map, then they'll know where it is to correct it if they don't already know about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I just took it, maybe it just didn't load properly or whatever, but I was driving the K100 to the farm, and had the thing go airborne on me, and I'm like, just at the top of the window, I seen the orange, and I'm like, what is that? So I looked up, and no wonder there was a barrel.
Wow.
Up in the air there, and I'm like, okay, where'd that come from?
A bit of lag on the server at the moment by the look of it. That row you just did through there, Rockhound, all shows are still being corn.
Yeah. I
And
had
it's just
that
slowly going away now.
Yeah, when you came up around it, it took a while for it to go away too.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Farmer Colin, to answer your question you asked about an hour ago, it's 5 to 4 here in the afternoon.
Not that anyone cares.
Sunday afternoon. I care. I'm trying to figure out when things are.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. here. Where there's 2 hours difference between Eastern Seaboard Australia and New Zealand.
Kiwi Rob's always on. I don't think he sleeps ever. Given the time difference.
Doug, are you able to top me out? Before you go?
Yeah, I'm almost full now anyway, so that'll be good
so
timing.
Just top me out, and then I can go to business. Like
Top you off or top you out?
Top me out.
Ah, just making sure. I just want to clarify the accent. That's all.
Wow.
Could take me 6 days or so to get some chops.
Brutal in here.
Yeah, but it's all in love. Hey. Glad the hedge has got no collisions.
Well, I lost my steering again.
Hey Rob, come up and park. I'll adjust myself to
Still
underload.
good.
No.
What are we doing with the belts?
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Or do you want to load me out with a bucket? Is that what you're wanting to do?
Yeah, I was going to do that because there isn't much left in there.
I was gonna leave the belts in there and see if it was gonna pick up that stuff from behind.
You can start. I'm getting up to the main yard.
Yeah, I don't know. We could always bring it around there and see what happens later. Alright, I'm disconnected from the trailer. I gotta fuel up, so I'll be right back.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to bug on out. It's giving me issues here. See what's going on with this. I will catch y'all after a while on the next go around.
No worries, buddy.
All right. Well, it was fun while it lasted and everything. Not sure what's going on with your steering.
I'm gonna jump in another map and see what's going on. Might just be reboot my system, try a couple things out, see what happens. That tipper or that harvester needs to be emptied. It's full. Thanks for the help, Duck.
No worries, bud.
I love your background there, by the way, Rock.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Farmer Klein mentioned that too.
Oh, the splash screen.
Yeah, for the
welcome back, Joseph.
Beginning of the stream. That's thanks to Photoshop, you know.
Real red-blooded Americans get real excited when they see an eagle and a flag all at the same time, man.
Oh yeah, especially 2 eagles in the flag.
Oh, we covered
Actually,
We covered the bunker, so you'll need to wait till we have this one empty, Silver Dragon.
All right.
I just saw a white blanket over there.
Gonna work on getting that belt back. I see why you guys use it.
All right, catch y'all on the flip side.
I
See ya, buddy.
All right, let's.
Yeah, it's going to take you quite a while to fill me with a bucket, wasn't it?
Yep, I'm used to small tippers.
Alright, so I'll just take this guy and
Okay, Klein,
Yeah?
what do you want done with the sunflowers? There's no more room up here.
Let's see how much we got. Alright, well, you could take them to the other farm, or we could sell them at biogas. They're at $15.55 right now. They're dropping, but they're not too bad of a price. Got 100,000. So the other silo should be able to take another 100,000, or we can sell them.
yeah.
There's a sell point right at the red farm. Is the price that much lower?
No, it's Clifftop Farm is $1,000, and Frontier is $1,200, and Little Wool Hope Farm is $976.
So where do you want me to go to sell?
Yeah, sure. Biogas.
Whereabouts?
It's the biogas. It's the tip at the biogas.
Okay, so whereabouts is that? Sorry?
In town. Go down, take a
shop.
yeah. Go down, take a left.
17.
Take a left. Keep driving until you come to a T and make a right. Go over the bridge, and right into town. You turn right.
So if I have entered the shop, I've gone too far.
Yeah, way too far. It's before you cross the railroad tracks.
Yeah, if you drive into the water, you've gone too far.
No, only Aussies drive into the water.
So we got 215,000 silage here. It's basically 4 loads of this green trailer.
Ready for unloading again, Rob?
I'm going to sell this and I'll be back.
Yeah, roger that.
We can almost use another one of those big trailers.
Need the road train pack.
Oh,
use the
now
road
I
train.
know why you were asking who was on, because I've got my
I don't think
logo.
the road train will fit on this map.
My logo's right
Oh,
there
yeah,
over the
like-
screen where
Yeah, I use
where
it on
everyone's
Culver
name
Park
is.
Farm without a problem.
Got to know how to drive.
We got a rig on this map, don't we?
the semi's down in the BGA. It's hooked up to a digestate tank. I filled it up with digestate last stream.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because we were talking about using that to fertilize, since now we had a whole ton of digestate. Hey, Farmalls, how you doing? Yeah, this Kloss is the Kloss Xerion 5000. Find it over at modhoster.com.
So we got the train pack on this map.
No, Pharmer Klein and Grizzly wouldn't let me load it.
Wasn't me.
Blame Grizzly.
Actually, no, I'll blame Eustace.
This map is super light on the mods. Only like...
Yeah, it's just to make it easier for everyone.
A few. Of course, one of them is a John Deere.
Didn't we ban John Deere from being on this map?
What's wrong with John Deere?
What's right with John Deere?
It's only on the map to remind us how bad it is compared to the rest of them.
I think I have all of the fields that needed plowed that are not grass already all plowed up.
Alright. Well, like I said, we're soon going to have our digestate tank at the BGA full, so we need to fertilize. There should be a digestate slurry fertilized tank or a spreader down at the shop unless it's been moved. Then there's the 30,000 liter tank that was over at the BGA with digestate. And I might have bought that big old field service tank. I don't remember. I bought that and left it somewhere.
I'll look around.
I'm going to need a trailer if someone could be so kind.
Yeah, I'm on my way back.
Do us a favour, if you pass the pub, don't stop, just keep going.
There's 3 units down here at the store.
Three units?
The
Oh, you don't need to call me sir.
The trailers you were talking about just a few minutes ago, they're sitting down here at the store still.
There's also 2 halves up here to empty, obviously, because Rockhounds needs to be emptied. It's at 90%.
Sorry, Clyde.
Oh, I'm sure you were driving on the wrong side of the road. I don't know what side of the road I'm driving on anymore. I just drive on the road. Then again, when I got 8 wheels, I kind of drive in the middle.
I was gonna say, just pick the center and you're safe, right?
Hey, Moo.
Yeah.
Is there a spare tractor, tractor and tipper up there where you are?
There's a little one, yeah.
Plenty of tractors. I just filled the little one with silage.
Okay. No, if there was a spare reasonable sized trailer up there, I was going to come up and grab it and then bring it down to the field and just leave it here to empty into.
I can do that for you anyways. I was just getting some silage to try and find something to do.
Rob should be there
in
in a few minutes.
Rob's on his way up in a minute.
Yeah,
I was just preempting.
Oh, I like West Coast. It's okay. I'm not in it enough to remember the roads or anything.
I'm just thinking maybe having an overloader would be good too. When we're doing these farms, we've got a couple of combines running, can empty that, then whoever's doing the tipper can empty the overloader into that. We reckon, Climb? Get one of the auger bins for that?
That's cool. Whatever you need.
Alright, there's one at the store ready for someone to bring up at some stage later.
I was going to say, did you just buy it? Because I just had a little lag.
Yeah.
So what farm should I store these? Dang, I hit that corner. Damn it.
Buy the red one or the green one?
The bigger one. Say there, Rob, I'll reverse it back up. Oh, I could have had both of them unloading at the same time.
Then we were driving on the right there, Silver.
That's okay. No biggie.
Couldn't be any worse than disconnecting a corn seeder while it's open, and then the connector tips way up in the air, and you can never get hooked up to it again.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it?
That was at least 20 minutes of hilarity for people watching. You just took out the truck.
People that were on that stream too were pretty entertained. I know I was.
I wasn't so entertained because I was trying to get it hooked up. Oh, there is another John Deere and the small agroliner down here, the red farm. It does look like the conveyor belt's taking the silage that's back here behind the bunker.
That's good.
I see it going down ever so slightly.
It's kind of why that's kind of why I brought one and set down here, just to clean it up on the back. Hopefully, obvious is working, which is good.
Well, there went the John Deere and the agroliner.
Thank you, Rob.
So I hope everyone's enjoying their evening here on the server. Got a nice house.
I think this is the fullest I've seen it so far.
It's been nice, except for the abuse.
You've been the one throwing abuse out, I think. Abuser and abusee. Brutal.
Sorry, Silver.
No problem.
I'd say every time I jump on, it's daylight on the map. I'm starting to wonder if it ever gets dark.
It fast forwards.
I think it's dark when you have a keyword
Oh
on the
yeah,
map.
oh yeah, we talked about that. I forgot. Got game extension, so it fast forwards.
Thanks for proving my point there, Duck.
Hey, look, come on, you know that's not abuse.
Facts can be abusive.
I mean, come on, I've not mentioned Ugg boots or anything like that all night.
Were you
all
on this?
day. Sorry, what?
Were you on this spot?
Oh, I just leave it there. Is that? Oh, that's for me. Oh, I was actually meaning to bring the overloader up.
You've been drinking, Spectre. You got a little weight. Well, you know, got a little crazy there.
Just as all good, Rob. Thanks, bud.
Hey, cows.
That's okay.
Yep.
You coming by the store?
Yep.
Okay, I'll
Remember
pick
how to
up.
get there.
It's right here.
Yeah, I can get this overloader thing they're talking about.
Oh, right.
Overloader thing. You used overloaders before, haven't you?
No, but I've used auger wagons.
Oh, it's, you know, tomato, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. Where are you with your 24-day play in the winter?
What field am I taking this to?
Field 48, 49 down here.
Okay.
Please. Watch out, Clyde. Here comes Tiger Man.
Oh, which side of the road's he on?
I don't know. I can't
Left.
see.
I'm driving like I'm in England.
Oh, no.
As you should be.
Oh, and he's in a class too. Two big beasts.
I just pulled over and
that's why I
stopped.
That's why I warned you, Clyde, because I thought it was there. I
Well,
thought it was there.
at least he only had one row of wheels. I don't know who was complaining about driving this with the dual wheels on the roads. I don't seem to have any issue.
You just have to hug the corners a little bit, that's all.
Oh, here we got somebody else coming.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Wasn't for lag, I could get out of the way.
I backed that up pretty straight.
That was pretty good. Still got the semi-tanker down here. Sure you know that.
Yeah. Maybe we should get a tipper for the truck too. One of the red ones in games.
Oh, what? These big green agriliners aren't big enough for you. They only give you another, what, 10,000 liters? Not too much.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a couple more loadouts of silage and I'll have that bunker cleared out.
Alright.
Where are you taking that Silver Dragon?
I was just bringing it in to drop it off. Where did you want it?
Let me look at what's right around here that needs fertilizing on.
So I'm looking for a mod that's a conveyor belt that just auto sells whatever it picks up.
41 is probably the first one I start at.
I don't think there is one, Clyde.
I know. I was figuring one of you guys would make one.
Yeah,
There's an auto load. Wouldn't be too hard
Except
to
here comes Klein, so I'm just trying to get out of the way.
yeah.
Yeah, Klein's a crazy driver.
Oh, it's not. I'm not crazy.
No, you just don't.
Not normal though either.
So you do it on purpose.
It's just pedal down or pedal off the throttle. It's one of the two positions. Full or none.
Go bigger. Go big or go home, right?
Klein, what did you think about the ATS news yesterday?
Actually, I haven't played ATS, so I don't know what the news was.
I mean, sorry, ETS. So,
Same response.
okay.
Is that an official SCS pack that's coming out though, or is it a mod?
Yeah.
I couldn't determine whether it was either.
Yeah, it's actually an official ETS 2 DLC that's coming out.
So what's the news?
Well, we're getting pilot vehicles in ETS 2 with special cargo load that will actually stop the AI vehicles.
Oh, so
yeah,
you
divert them and all that sort of stuff.
But the thing is the people that play ETS 2, just imagine if they put that on multiplayer, how much more hectic will multiplayer be?
There's no AI on multiplayer.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it won't be on multiplayer, but you never know.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make a difference because there's no AI on multiplayer. There's no AI cars or anything. Only people in the cars are generally trolls.
Yeah.
So you get you've got your heavy loads and all that, and now you get pilot cars.
Yeah. And special cargo load, so it's basically just an add-on of the heavy cargo load, really.
Yeah, it's effectively the same as the heavy DLC for ATS, with some added extras.
Yeah, they're releasing New Mexico for ATS as well.
Yeah, but there's no timeline on that. I'm thinking 3 weeks, but it could be sooner. There's a regularly up-patching ATS for it. Okay,
Thanks, mate.
here's your Ogre Wagon Duck.
See, this trailer's full.
Do you want me to come and empty you, Jimmy?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I see there's a new hose out for the slurry tanks in there.
The extender hose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only works with the mods that person's released. The slurry tankers and that. His mods. Doesn't work with any other as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I was looking at that, trying to figure out how practical that'd be or the use for it. So, I was a little disappointed about the forklift. Excited to have a different forklift that actually looked good, other than the Clark, but can't go. You go in cab and there's no cab. There's nothing. It's just black.
Well, that sucks.
So it's great for people that never go first person. You go first person, then it's like, oh, this is no, can't do that.
I like the idea it had the different length of forks for it too. I thought that was cool. But then I have a mod that I had the forklift. That goes on a 3-point hitch for a tractor.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought it was interesting because you could get a bucket. And,
yeah.
It had adjustable width forks. But, yeah, as soon as I got it, I jumped in cab and I'm like, oh, where's the dash?
So, Silver, I guess you have to fill me up with what you have there.
Yeah. So let's go down to the field and I'll just drop this trailer off and then...
Are you full right now with digestate and that?
Yes, I am.
How do I fill up off of that tank?
I'm not sure.
I was just reading the shop and it says I have to fill this up with what you have.
Whoa! Where are you going?
I have to try the other side, Rob.
I'm going wherever the lag takes me.
Okay, because you lagged out. Because I was driving there behind you. I was catching up to you, and all of a sudden you drove in the woods, and then you made a big U-turn.
Yep, I'm definitely going to have to watch your video later.
That's at 150.
Anybody know how these digestate tanks can fill each other up?
So the semi-tanker would fill the big square one, and then you would take the silver one and bring it up to the big square one and fill it from the field. I think the big square one holds 50 to 100,000 liters, and the semi holds 30. So you would, in theory, you would use the digestate to fill up the semi tank to fill up and keep the big square one full, and then you would make a bunch of runs with the other one.
Well, I'm sitting right here beside him, and I'm not seeing the ability to refill off of my F1 menu.
I've got to start overload, but...
Do that and see what happens.
Are you getting anything?
No, it still says 0.
Are you... But see, you got all three right beside each other. You might be overloading into that other one.
Oh, probably. I never thought of that.
Let's pull forward, I guess.
Assuming your values are going down.
Mine are, yeah.
Not a bad idea to start all of these off completely full before we head that way, though.
Oh, there's another slurry tanker over here at the shop, too. Must have bought 2.
Yeah, you did.
Because I was driving.
There we go.
I was driving and completely missed the turn in to go to the BGA.
Cows, you wanting to spread slurry?
I was just coming to pick up the tipper I left over here.
Yeah.
Did anybody look at Upton yet?
I downloaded it. That's about as far as I got.
Didn't know it was out yet.
Yeah, it was part of the Friday mega dump.
Okay, I'm empty. I'm gonna have to go fill up again. So take that to the field.
Okay.
And then come back and get that silver trailer. And
When have they released the big egg?
Not this week.
Bugger.
Who likes the what? The big L?
Oh, by the way, GTX broke my heart this week.
Oh, why?
Well, when they brought out version 2.0 of the road train pack, I put a message when they put up their first little thing saying, "Oh, guess what's coming soon? Stand by." I said, "Oh, a new Big M." They're not doing any new Big M's.
They're supposed to be.
Yeah, I think that's when Andy was part of GTX they were doing it, but apparently GTX themselves now aren't doing a new Big M.
I think that was an Andy mod.
Yeah.
I think it's one that he would have taken with him.
So I've got to talk to Andy.
I was chatting with him, not really the other day, but the other week, and it sounds like he's pretty down on luck. I think he lost his job. Actually, he seemed pretty down emotionally. He was like, I might be out of a house here soon if I don't get something.
Well, that's no good.
So do you have confirmation? I'm guessing, Jimmy, do you have confirmation that they're not going to be releasing a new big game?
That was Duck that said that.
Oh, okay. So
Sorry, confirmation of what?
do you have confirmation of them not releasing a big game?
Confirmed. GTX are not releasing a big M.
Are you able to send me a screenshot of that comment with that post? Because I'll spread it around like wildfire, because they were supposed to be releasing when the new update came out.
Yeah.
Because you remember they had that big problem where you couldn't do windrows?
Yeah, there was supposed to be an update for the Big M to fix that when the new patch from Giants came out.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
That,
Tommy,
though,
how are you
was
doing?
separate to a discussion I had with GTX a bit further back, saying that they were going to be releasing probably a new Big M entirely around Christmas time this year.
Yeah.
But as FK just said, because Andy's basically moved off to LS Mod Company and the other boys are running GTX,
Yeah.
the Big M may have been Andy's pretty much domain, so he may have taken that with him and maybe
Yeah.
sort of doing that himself and coming out as LS Mod Company. So we don't know that part for sure. And we certainly also don't know for sure whether or not they're going to release the update to fix the current Big M for the Giants patch. So they didn't say that definitively. It's just the GTX guys said they're not making a new Big M.
Yeah, like when Andy left, he apparently took like the pickup pack and you know, a couple other GTX mods that I guess were maybe his work. And whenever we were talking about Road Train Pack, he always referred to that as a GTX mod that they kept or they were working on. So it sounded like when he left, maybe took some of his projects with him. I think the Big M may have been one of those. It's hard to tell.
And they really do need to fix that problem with the current big M where we can't do windrow. No, it's a major, but it's quite annoying.
Well, it's not that you can't do a windrow, you just can't do anything but
Hey,
a
Matt
windrow.
Skipman, how are you doing?
Like you can't just do a raw mower output. I'll come up to you, Rob. You park, I'll come up to you.
Yeah, because I like the GTX stuff, like the Road Train Pack. Did you notice, Doug, that with that update, you can now empty the content?
For the bulk liquid transporters, you can dump those anywhere now. Yeah, they added the script for that.
But before you couldn't do that, you were stuck. Which
Yeah,
I
that's
quite
right.
like.
Chickens, viable chickens are coming soon.
Bubble chickens are already out flying.
Okay, I've missed something. To what?
Well, the part of the Road Train update was that the animal trailer contains chickens now, and they alluded that that was added because of another mod that GTX is working on. I guess
No,
to raise
Oh,
the
okay.
chickens.
The mod's already out.
There is?
But I'm guessing people were asking GTX to add that to the Road Train Pack. Like the Bible chicken script's already out. Been out for 3 months. And it's done separately from Giants. Separately from GTX.
Wish I would have known that. I miss having Bible chicken.
If you want I can send you a link to the Bible chickens if you want the script.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
FS15, I was real big about. You buy the first couple and then you breed them from there.
Yeah, I don't know how much Farmer Klein can tell you, but I know for a fact that you can feed them now on Hoff Bergman Reloaded, which is another farmer and that sort of group map. And I've actually figured out a way of feeding them wheat. But yeah, Bible Chickens has been out for quite a while, so it was inevitable though, because the trailer what you can get is really small, so they needed a bigger trailer. But I don't see the point of having the big trailers with chickens, unless you really want to go overload with chickens.
FS15 had a mod where you could buy hatcheries, and then you could put your eggs that you picked up into the incubators, I guess, technically, sorry. You put your eggs into the incubators, and then you got new chickens that way.
Hey, Silver Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure field 55 is done if you want to go down there.
Yeah, I just took a wrong turn.
Ah, okay.
I still get
Farmer
turned
Klein,
around.
are you looking forward to Oakfield?
Oh, what's Oakfield?
Oxygen Davis new map.
Sure. There's about 7 maps I'm looking forward to, but I don't remember any of the names.
Oakfield is the one by Oxygen Davis, the one that did Chillington and Sandy. Was it Sandy Bay that he did? Yeah. Yeah, he did Chillington and then he did Sandy Bay, and now he's working on an old new map called Oakfield Farm.
So the conveyor picked up a little bit of chaff, and now I'm stuck. Gotta empty this and get a little chaff, and then dump that somewhere, and then I can get back to the silage. I'm doing good, Mad Skipman.
Can't you just alt-tip the thing out? Alt-tip the conveyor belt?
Yeah, I guess I could.
What are you going to do with the soybeans on this field, Jimmy?
Such a small patch, it's pretty pointless bringing a harvester down for it.
So do you mind if I run it over there?
I don't mind. It's not my map.
Ryan, do you mind if I kill some of the crop? It's just a small patch on field 55, 48 that someone planted.
It's not my map, it's a community map. So if you don't care, then I guess we don't care.
Klein, the man with the bigger tires, has the right of way.
You were pulled off the side. I honked my horn as I went by.
I know. I seen you coming. I just moved.
I did the same thing.
Redneck road rules where I grew up. You move over for the guy with the bigger tires.
I got 8.
Oh, rednecks always have bigger tires, though?
On UMRV, I got 12.
It depends on how Rich said redneck is versus myself.
My dad can be a weird dad.
There's a... I don't know if anyone watched it. Motor Trend channel on YouTube has a show called Dirt Every Day. It had an old F-250, I think it was, crew cab, and they cut it up and put 54-inch tires on it.
Yep.
Alright guys, so I'm going to actually end the stream here. I like to keep my streams to about 2 hours. I want to thank you for watching. So we've been over here on West Coast, over on the 3Dudes multimedia server. This server is open to any 3Dudes member, so if you want to come in and play on West Coast, you're more than welcome to do so.
In Kansas, where I'm from.
All you got to do is go to 3Dudes, sign up, and you'll see a posting on where to get the mods and the password. And
somebody
come
was
on in.
talking about speed plowing in New Holland earlier, but Kansas has mud runs where they dig a big trench, fill it full of water, and see who can get through it the fastest.
So server's open 24/7, so you can come on in, do whatever you want. And we do streams on Sunday or Saturday night. So until next time, guys, happy farming.